Hello, welcome to my English class planned by Miss NguyĩnThanhThuỷ on BNN channel. English grammar, conditional sentences. Conditional sentences. Most conditional sentences have a clause starting with if. There are 5 types of conditional sentences: Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, zero conditional, and mixed type conditional. Conditional sentences have 2 clauses: clause with if or if clause is condition. Main clause is redundant. Now we start with Type 1. Look at the structure. If present, if clause, we use if together with present simple tense. With main clause, you will, can, or may with infinitive. If it rains, we will get wet. You see? Present simple, will, infinitive. If it rains, we will get wet. Type 1 expresses an open possibility or something may happen. Presents an open possibility, something may happen. If you don't apologize, I will not speak to you again. If you don't apologize, I will not speak to you again. Type 1 is also used in offers, suggestion, warning, or threats. Now some more example. Expresses an open possibility, something may happen. If we hurry, we will catch the bus. If I don't practice my goal, I will not get any better. If I don't practice my goal, I will not get any better. If it doesn't rain, we will have a picnic. If it doesn't rain, we will have a picnic. In offer, suggestion, warning, or threat. If you need a ticket, I can get you one. An offer. If you feel like seeing the sights, we can take a tour, suggestion. If you go on like this, you will make yourself use warning. Now Type 2. Look at the structure. Type 2. If past, if clause, we use it together with past simple tense. And would or could or might with infinitive. For example, if I had the money, I would buy a new mobile phone. If I had the money, I would buy a new mobile phone. Type 2 expresses an unreal action at present or future. Expresses an unreal action. If the plane wasn't safe, we wouldn't fly. If the plane wasn't safe, we wouldn't fly. We can use wasn't or weren't. Was not or were not here. We also use Type 2 in offers, suggestion, or request. This is an offer, or maybe a suggestion. Now some more example with Type 2. Expresses an unreal action. Expresses an unreal action. If I knew the answer, I would tell you. If I knew the answer, I would tell you. If we didn't have a car, we would come home late. If we didn't have a car, we would come home late. In offer, suggestion, or request. If you need a ticket, I could get you one. If you feel like seeing the sights, we could take a tour. If you feel like seeing the sight, we could take a tour. Now type 3. Look at the structure. If past perfect. If clause, we use it together with past perfect tense. Would main clause, we use would, could, or might together with have, verb, past participle. If you had studied harder, you would have passed the last exam. If you had studied harder, you would have passed the last exam. Now type 3 refer to an unreal or imaginary past action. Unreal, an unreal or imaginary past action. Past action. Some more example with type 3. An unreal or imaginary past action. If Tom had been more careful, he wouldn't have fallen. If Tom had been more careful, he wouldn't have fallen. If you hadn't made that mistake, you would have passed your test. If you hadn't made that mistake, you would have passed your test. If we had gone earlier, we would have had the better weather. If we had gone earlier, we would have had the better weather. Now type 0. Look at structure. If present, we use if clause, we use if together with present simple tense. Present main clause. We also use present simple tense in main clause. Present simple tense, present simple tense. If the doorbell rings, the dog barks. If the doorbell rings, the dog barks. One thing always follows automatically from another. Follow automatically from another. If you hit water, it boils. If you hit water, it boils. For the automatic result of a possible future action, automatic result. If you hit water, it boils. Some more example. One thing always follows automatically from another. If Daniel has any money, he spends it. If Daniel has any money, he spends it. If we lose power, the batteries take over. If we lose power, the battery take over. For the automatic result of a possible future action. If you press this switch, the computer comes on. If you press this switch, the computer comes on. If we win the league, we get promoted. If we win the league, we get promoted. Now mixed type. We can mix type 2 together with type 3. If Tom really were ambitious, type 2, he would have found a decent job years ago, type 3. We mix type 2, we use type 2 in if clause and type 3 in main clause. If Tom really was ambitious, he would have found a decent job years ago. If I didn't have all this work to do, I would have gone out for the day. If I didn't have all this work to do, I would have gone out for the day. We also mix type 3 together with type 2. If you had planned things at the start, type 3, we wouldn't be in this mess now, type 2. We use type 3 in if clause, type 2 in main clause. Something in the past affects something now. If you had planned the things at the start, we wouldn't be in this mess now. If you had planned things at the start, we wouldn't be in this mess now. If you hadn't woken me up in the night, I wouldn't feel so tired now. If you hadn't woken me up in the night, I wouldn't feel so tired now. Now, sir, we work together, try to finish some exercises. Put the verb into the correct form. Now, this sentence yourselves and underline keywords. Number 1, if, were, would take. If I were offered the job, I think I would take it. 2, would be, refused. If refused, I'm sure Army will lend you the money. I would be very surprised if she refused. 3, if, show, would not get. If I sold my car, I would not get much money for it. 4, would be, if, closed down. A lot of people would be out of work if the factory closed down. Number 5, will you do if, have. What will you do if you have a lot of money? Number 6, if, wouldn't be, if, don't hurry. If we don't hurry, we wouldn't be in time. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4, type 2. Number 5 and 6, type 1. Some more exercises. 7, would have sent, if, had the header. I would have sent you a postcard if I had the header your address. 8, would have gone if, had known. If I had known that you were ill last week, I would have gone to see you. 9, if, had worked, would have passed. If he had worked hard, he would have passed his examination. 10, if, had the header, would have gone. If I had a motorbike, I would have gone home immediately. 11, would happen if, pressed. What would happen if I pressed that red button? 12, lost, if, lost. Would be, Liz gave me this thing. She would be very upset if I lost it. Number 7, 8, 9, or 10. Type 3, 11 and 12, type 2. Now, how to write conditional sentences? How to write conditional sentences?
Unit 12. music, reading.
Now, how to write conditional sentences? Taiwan. Hurry up, or you will be late for school. Underline imperative, cross off. You write Taiwan. Hurry up, positive become negative. We just train, just right in imperative. If you don't hurry up, you will be late for school. You will be late for school. If you don't hurry up, you will be late for school. The same. Underline, slow down, cross off. We write Taiwan. Slow down become don't slow. Positive become negative. If you don't slow down, you will get an accident. If you don't slow down, you will get an accident. Number 3, don't make noise or you will wake the baby up. Don't make negative, cross off. We also write Taiwan. Don't make become make. Don't make noise become if you make noise. If you make noise, you will wake the baby up. If you make noise, you will wake the baby up. Now Thai 2. My study hard, she gets a lot of good marks. My study hard and then she get a lot of good marks. Studies and get is present simple tense, so we write Thai 2. Positive become negative. Positive become negative. If my didn't study hard, she wouldn't get a lot of good marks. First action in if clause. Second action in main clause. He doesn't study hard, so he gets bad marks. Underline so. We write Thai 2. We do the clause without so. Put in if clause. And the clause behind so. In so clause, put in main clause. Negative become positive. Positive become negative. Get become wouldn't. But we do good, so you would. If he studied hard, he would get good marks. Or you can say, if he studied hard, he would not get bad marks. Number 3. We can't play football because it is raining now. Can't play and it is present simple, so in present so we cross because and write Thai 2. We do because clause, put in if clause and the other in main clause. Positive become negative, negative become positive. If it were not raining, we could play football. Now Thai 3. We did not have a map, that is why we got lost. We didn't have a map and then we got lost. Underline that is why. So we past simple. So we write type 3. Negative become positive. Positive become negative. If we had a map, we wouldn't have got lost, or we wouldn't have gotten lost. First action in if clause. Mary missed the school bus, so she came to class late. Missed and came is past simple. Underline so. So we write type 3. We put the clause without so in if clause. The clause with so in main clause. Positive become negative. Positive become negative. If Mary hadn't missed the school bus, she wouldn't have got to class late. Number 3. That shouldn't happen because the driver in front stopped so suddenly. Happened stopped. We write type 3 with cross because. Now we put the because clause. The clause behind because in front into if clause. The other in the main clause. Positive become negative. Positive become negative. If the driver in front hadn't stopped so suddenly, the accident wouldn't have happened. Now unless the same as if not. Sometimes we use unless instead of if not. You see, number 1. We just focus on if clause. We don't change main clause. If you don't hurry up, you will be late for school. Become unless if unless. Don't hurry up. Hurry up. Unless you hurry up, you will be late for school. If he doesn't slow down, just focus on if clause. If unless doesn't slow, but you hurry, he slows. Focus on verb, he slows. Unless he slows down, he can get an accident. Number 3. If I didn't study hard, she wouldn't get a lot of good marks. Taiwan. Type 2. Type 2, we also focus on if clause. If unless didn't study. Unless my studied hard, she wouldn't get a lot of good marks. If Mary hadn't missed the school bus, she wouldn't have got to classmates. We just focus on if clause. If unless hadn't missed. Unless Mary hadn't missed the school bus, she wouldn't have got to class late. Now I think that you know how to use conditional sentences and how to write conditional sentences. Please watch our video again and learn by heart structure and try to make example yourself and try to find another exercises to work yourself. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye. See you next time on BNN channel.